This video is brought to you by my two books, Practical Music Theory for the Rock Guitarist and The Blues Guitar Bible. Want to learn about modes, harmony, scales, chord substitution and keys? Or maybe you're interested in supercharging your blues guitar rhythm and lead chops. Whatever you're interested in, I guarantee you will be hitting the fast lane to progress with either of these works. Both feature video demonstrations and tutorials, loads of tabs and jam tracks to play along with, and I promise you, everything is explained in crystal clear plain English. Check out the links in the description for more details. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. Today I've got a very unscientific and quite possibly meaningless test to share with you, but I'm going to do it anyway because it is something that I'm curious about. I'm not trying to prove any points here or draw any definitive conclusions on this question. It's just something that, I had the opportunity to do, so I'm going to do it. What I'm talking about is the ever-raging debate on whether or not the timbre that an electric guitar is made from has any impact on the amplified tone of said electric guitar. One kind of example that I used to trot out quite a lot when I was very much on the opposite end of the debate to where I now find myself, was that, well, of course, the timbre that an electric guitar is made from has an impact on the amplified tone, because look at a 335 made from maple and a big lump of fresh air, and then look at a Gibson Les Paul and made from maple and mahogany and etc., and they sound completely different. And for me, that was like kind of a slam dunk. I'd won the argument at that point. Where I'm at now is that the timbre and the construction methods used in building an electric guitar have a massive impact on the acoustic properties of the guitar. And if a guitar is vibrant and resonant and acoustically loud, for me that is an enjoyable playing experience. So I think I perceive an improvement in the tone. But does it have an improvement in the recorded tone, what you actually hear coming out the speakers when you hear it back? Well, that's, as I say, the completely unscientific test we're going to do today by comparing this guitar, my Gibson Les Paul Tribute, which has since been fitted with a set of burst buckers, and we're going to be hearing this guitar in a mix alongside this guitar, a 335, an Epiphone 335, you understand. It's not the kind of the Gibson thing, and I think these come with Epiphone Pro buckers. Correct me if I'm wrong, I will. So it's different pickups for a start, but I just, as I say, unscientific and quite probably meaningless. I just wanted to see if there was a major difference that I could perceive between this guitar and this guitar. So, cue the music. So what do you think? Could you hear much of a difference? For what it's worth, I noticed a big difference when I was recording that track, but when I was mixing it, I had to keep referring to my notes to see which guitar was which in a given part. I think on the cleaner tones, the 335 was a little bit, I don't know, warmer sounding perhaps. But that could equally be, that could be just down to the pickups. In fact, I'm going to say it probably was. You know, I don't think that, you know, if you were to hear that recording without knowing what it was about, that you would perceive there were two different guitars on there. Possibly you might if you listen to a really kind of high-end system, or, you know, kind of a proper decent set of headphones, but equally you might not. It's not obvious is what I'm saying. So, you know, it turns out that when I used to say, well, of course the timbre makes a difference, 335 versus Les Paul, one's made of solid wood, the other's made of wood plus a big lump of fresh air, you know, I was talking absolute cobblers. Not for the first time in my life, it has to be said, and probably not for the last, but that is the conclusion I've reached. By the way, full tab for that piece of music in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing it and a jam track to play along with yourself, is, as usual, all up on my Patreon page. There's the address, link in the description, as I'm sure you know by now. $3 or about £3 a month gets you access to all of these additional resources and goodies and stuff that go along with these YouTube videos. And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, which are all downstairs in the description. And that's pretty much it for today. Just to tell you, don't forget the live stream every Friday, 5 PM UK time, where we drink beer and talk about music and guitars and many other things. Basically, it's just an excuse for a beer and a chat on a Friday. What's not to like about that? It's a great way to kick off the weekend, and I'd love to see you there if you can make it. But for now, I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.